How you doing, Mr. Brewer?
Well, me and the mosquitoes outside. Well, one mosquito. I think it was a mosquito
There's always just
outside.
that one,
It was
right?
just me and the mosquito.
I'm telling you.
So anyway, thanks again for this opportunity. I hope I will make this educational and painless. I would like to know, I don't know where the camera is, maybe over there. Anybody at home, anybody in the pulpit, anybody in the squad car, anybody in this audience, anybody on this board will know the answer to this question. Maybe I taught it last time, but I'm going to go real slow. There's 3 Supreme Court justice candidates that do not know what the first sentence of the entirety of U.S. law. And the question I have is 19 words. It has 2 words for an answer, or maybe 4. So that is, to which laws the first sentence of the entirety of U.S. law refer, and to which document was written to protect them? You don't have to answer. Does anybody know that question? The 2 laws in the first sentence in the entirety of U.S. law?
Law of nature.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to pace myself. You know how excited I usually am. So anyway, that's the laws of nature and the laws of nature's God. The laws of nature's God, I didn't know until about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4. That's the Bible. That is the foundation of the entirety of the United States law. When we talk about laws in America, there's 2 sets. I know I've mentioned this. There's God's law, and then there's everything else. When we talk about learning the Constitution, everybody glazes over, or at least I did. I kind of glazed over for 10 years. And then it hit me one morning. Revelation, I guess you might call it. But when we know the first 3 sentences of the Declaration, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands that have connected them to another and to establish among the powers of the earth the separate and equal powers to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them. So we need to know the laws to which we are entitled. And then it goes on, all men are created equal with unalienable rights. And it just makes all of our laws so simple when you know that the reason that the Constitution was written to protect those first 3 sentences of the Declaration. And that 3rd sentence says, with the consent of the governed. And when we can sit in here without masks on, and I have to wear a mask and get my temperature taken out there, I did not consent to do that. I didn't consent for the governor to tell you to have to do it, because he's enforcing laws that our legislature did not make, which is another reason why we have laws, and we have to know them so that we know when they're being violated, and when we know to stand up and talk to a board like this and an audience out wherever. So it's just real simple. Our laws are based on the Bible, those biblical laws, and our rights are given to us by our Creator at creation, and they are unalienable. When somebody talks about a constitutional right, that's nothing, because that's man's law that was written in the Constitution, but it's not a God-given law. So it's the God-given laws, the first 3 sentences in the Declaration. They're so vitally important. And I hope somebody, somewhere, might have learned something from me on one of the times I've spoken dozens of times. Maybe this time is the time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Brewer.